everyone, and welcome to Number 9 Farms. So my name is Dawn, and today we are going to be talking about seed saving. So I've been saving seeds for a really long time now, and every year I get more and more successful at it, as far as each type that I'm saving. And this year, this is the box of everything I saved this year. So I use the envelopes here, these little craft envelopes. Sometimes they're coin envelopes, but these right here work really well for saving your seeds in. And you'll want to keep them at around 40 degrees or in a cool, dry place. If you're a serious seed saver, you have a refrigerator dedicated just for seed saving. And what I've always done over the years, I have almost 40 years of gardening experience, and I used to always keep the seeds in the freezer. Well, some of my seeds can go back a long time. They every year they lose their viability. So as the seeds age, they can get less easy to grow. Fertile, yes. Thank you.
Using them big words.
So once the seed starts to get weaker and weaker, you want to try to of course replace it. But a lot of times I've had like last year I grew some flowers that the seeds were from 2012. So that's over 10 years right there. So that 23 is 11 years old. And that only one of them came up, but that's okay. It's all I needed was one. And so what I made some notes today because I want to talk about a lot of little things with seed saving, because I knew that if I got up here on the camera, I would be like, okay, I forgot everything I'm going to say. But so when you first start seed saving, you want to buy seeds from reputable sources. A lot of times I'm not up here to sell any seed company or anything, but I use Baker Creek, Kitzawa, or I'm not sure how that is said, Territorial Seed,
Southern Seed. Exposure.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, Southern Seed Exposure.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. I even have used Johnny's, but a lot of times you got to be real careful because a lot of Johnny's are hybrid seeds, and you got to make sure that if your seed is a F1, which is a much more viable seed than say a F2 or an F3. Those would be your granddaughters and great-granddaughters. Because F stands for philia, and philia means daughter. So that's how they create hybrid seeds. But so you want to say mostly heirloom seeds, and an heirloom seed, it becomes an heirloom seed. Now I've heard 25 years, 50 years, and 100 years. Usually it's 100, but I've seen some recently that I've also collected, and I look up to see if they're heirloom, and they've said that they are now, and like that one was only been saved for like 25 years. So that's another thing you want to look for. And of course, all our home seeds or garden seeds that you get, they're all non-GMO, so you don't have to worry about that. So because they use it as advertising, but don't worry about that, because you're not, unless you're a farmer that is like buying special seed from special companies. Those seeds are the seeds that are GMO'd, and those are grown for mass production. So then dry seed versus a wet seed. So when you're saving seeds, you have dry seeds, these would be like dry seeds. So you have a basil here. These are the tops of basils. And once your seed is gotten dry on the plant, beans can be a dry seed, chives, broccoli. These like even the peppers can be dried. Once the dries on, say it dried on the plant, then that could be a dry seed. So some of these, like this one here, this pepper seed, I grow this one every year, and this goes back to around 2015. So every year, same thing, and I just save more and more seeds. Wet seeds would be pumpkins, cucumbers, things that you've got to get out the seed and it's wet.
Tomatoes.
Well, yes, tomatoes and tomatoes that you want to ferment with the tomato. And you're actually going to let mold actually grow on the top of the tomato and the tomatillos because they need to break that outer shell on them. So the fermentation process allows for the seed to be more viable, and because it's been through getting off that extra skin basically. And I've got some other seeds that I want to show you, but those are the difference between a dry and a wet seed. And here's some of the reasons that I've kind of like have ideas for seed saving and why you want to do it, because if we're all about self-sufficiency, what is better, buying seeds or saving seeds? Saving seeds.
Yeah, thanks.
I knew you guys would know. So take self-sufficiency to a whole new level by seed saving. You want to become less dependent on seed stores. So of course you want to start, if you have never saved seeds, you want to start off with those seeds from those like certain companies that you know that you can trust and that are heirloom seeds, or open pollinated would be another word for it. No need to worry about any more shortages. Of course, you know, a lot of shortages happen, and with you saving your seeds, you don't have to worry about going to the store and not seeing the seeds. Of course, everything is going up, so price hikes is another one. Your seeds have already grown in your climate and can adapt better for another growing. So when you're growing, you're choosing your seeds to save. You have, say this pumpkin does so well and it becomes really big, it's very tasty. The vine didn't get the powdery mildew. The vine was much stronger than the other vines. That's the seeds you want to save. And I'll show you some seeds too when we go over there to my little seed saving station, and you can see some of the difference of seeds that wouldn't be viable and you wouldn't want to save. Then I have satisfaction of growing your own saved seeds. Trust me, there is nothing better than me saying, oh, that's the seed I saved.
Yes.
You want to create varieties as time shifts, as there are seeds that were available 75 years ago that aren't available today, or even older than that. And Bruce and I actually watched a video. We've watched a lot of videos on seed saving because it's something that I'm very passionate about. One of the seed saving videos, they showed a chart, and it was like in the shape of a tree, and it said like there was 300 varieties of pumpkins back 75 years ago. Now there would be like maybe 45 types of pumpkins, or the squash, the cucurbits. So that was pretty amazing because we lost that seed saving generation when everybody could start buying things at the store. So we lost that. And also just the thought that you could go to the store. So you know your seeds are tried and true, and that is for sure, because you can make sure every year that you can take and you can make sure that your seeds are viable because you're growing them and you know what's in your seed as far as how it's going to do. You can pick and choose the seeds you want to save. Here again, I talked about this: the biggest pumpkin, the largest green pepper, or the hottest, most flavorful varieties. And the fruit of your labors will provide you with years of future food security and nourishing to your body and your soul. So I threw that in for because I did a lot of research for you guys before I got up here, because I didn't want to, even though I know these things, I just wanted to be able to say it to you in a better way. So saving seeds, they must be open pollinated, meaning it is not a hybrid, and that the flowers are fertile by bees, fertilized by bees, moths, bugs, birds, bats, and even the rain and wind. They are also can be self-pollinators, and such as tomatoes, and that's a complete flower, so they're both male and female parts within the same flower. So like in my high tunnels, I would have fans running, and I got a lot of controversy on that because I was using electricity But the thing is, if you have not a lot of wind, or you have a bunch of tomatoes in the middle of your high tunnel, you're gonna want to have some kind of way, even just touching them, anything to shift some movement to keep that pollination going. And some people even use toothbrushes to pollinate, or a paintbrush. Best way to keep stuff is 100 yards away. But now I've read that you want to keep like beets, which beet seeds are saving is a lot harder. They say up to 5 miles to keep bees from
Pollinate.
Yes, and so the storage of the seeds, that's a very important thing too. Small packets, like these in little envelopes, jars, in areas, let's see. Oh, okay, they said that you could use some silica gel in there, or making sure that they're staying in the refrigerator at 40 degrees. But then like, here's one of my favorite books about seed saving, the seed swap. And I have been to seed swaps in the past. I've gone to home and garden shows, and sometimes they have the seed saving in like areas in the back. And then you just bring some of your seeds and trade with other people there. And that's how I got like this packet right here at one of the swaps. So I got some milkweed seeds. Of course, now that I'm here in Michigan, I have milkweed right here on the property. So, but these are some of the other ones too that these go back a while, and I try to put some kind of tape on them, because if I want to open the envelope up, so I use like washi tape, but this way, once I open it up, it's not, I haven't broken the seal if I say, like, lick the envelope. And I don't know why I didn't write on that one, but evidently, let's see what it is. Oh, it's beans, that's why. And then in here, this is all the stuff, like I said, I've saved this year. And each one of these peppers, like every single pepper I grew, I tried to save the seeds from. And I even tell, like, if I got the seed from someone else, the plant, and I knew that it wasn't from the grocery store, because you don't want to save grocery store seeds, because a lot of times those things have been
irradiated.
Yes, and you don't want to save seeds that are from the grocery store unless you know that they have not been radiated or something, because that can be a problem. So I got a lot of squash seeds, a lot of hatch chili seeds, which of course this whole thing is full of hatch chili seeds, and it's enough seeds that I could share some seeds and everything. This one, like, so this marigold seed, so my friend Teresa, she has a Wood Song Trading Post. She had a bunch of marigolds outside. Well, one day I went into the thing and she had them laid out on the plate, and I was like, oh, so you're saving seeds. And so I was like so proud to, so she's like, yeah, take some. So that, you know, I love it when I see people. And then the magic, my daughter-in-law sent me a picture. They had saved all their decorative pumpkins that they grew. And she said, what do I do with them now? And because she was drying them. So that was nice. So let's walk over here so we can show you the seed saving area. Okay, so these right here are how I save. Like, so this is the San Marzanos, and these, I put these types on wax paper so that they don't stick. So when I go to, you know, take them off the plate or whatever, they're not stuck. And so, like, these are the radish seeds that, of course, I shown in a video before where how I saved the pods, and I can show you those two next. This is the Berkeley tie-dye. Of course, if there's one thing I can grow, it's tomatoes and peppers, and I am very passionate about these tomatoes that I grow. And these I just did. Okay, so these came out of my little greenhouse, and they're just, in fact, it was yesterday. So once they took the, I just took these on the tray yesterday. So I just, they fermented and they had the mold on them. So all the rest of the seeds sunk to the bottom, and then I just drain it out and then clean them like with a colander sieve type thing. So Rosie wants to come over here, and of course all these are peppers. And then when you come up here,
Old guy getting up.
these back over here are where I have more seeds saved. So these are, I can't even, oh, tomato seeds. So it just says mixed. So what I did was, if we were processing a whole lot of tomatoes, I just went ahead and took the tomatoes.
It's a mystery tour.
Yeah, well, you know, like sometimes it's exciting actually, but these were some of the things that, these are the pie pumpkins, and I wanted to show you some, like this one here. This would be one that really wasn't viable. You can tell by the, if they're not plumped out, if they're flat, you can usually tell by that. And like, of course, this would never grow at all. So don't even try those things. But it was a couple other ones I had that I wanted to show you guys. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, this is lemon balm seeds. So these would be an example of the dry seeds, of course, because they were on the plant. And you see the little black seed right there? That is the lemon balm seed. So you just, there it popped right out. And of course I have a ton of more pepper seeds. And these are some bean seeds right here, just saved. And more bean seeds. And then more bean seeds. I had some more seeds I thought I should show you. And then what do we got up here? These are the Hubbard squash. Now these I could have cleaned a little better, but you can just take it now and clean them right off, and they will do just fine. And you, of course, they're to make sure that they're that nice fat seed. And this is the Seminole. And you always want to get rid of that little skin that's there. And then that is it for the seeds over here. So all I do is usually just take and put them in the envelopes after I'm done. And these are the Jalapeños. So these are the Jalapeños that I saved. So let's go over there. All right, so these are bean seeds that, and the best way to save the beans, of course, is to have them out on the, of course, those aren't very good. Let's see. Yeah, these are nice looking. Seeds that you want to let them dry on the vine. That's the best way to save bean seeds. And yeah, you can see how nice looking these are too. This is a really pretty one.
Let me see.
Look.
They do look nice.
Yeah. And so.
And I know what those are.
Yeah, these are the radish seeds. So these are the pods. And of course I've let Bruce sit on the couch and get the seeds out. But you can do, you can take a screen, and which I have one out there. I should have brought that in. And you can kind of like go through it and get through the seeds. But there's the seeds right there. See them?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then...
Looks like I got a lot more couch time coming.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be getting all of those. Let the chickens have them, right? But I just take and put the seeds right in these little envelopes, and I'm excited for the new growing season this year. I've already had a little treat that I have coming for you guys that I was sent. Come over here and look at it. Turn around. Look at that. It's called the LetPot. LetPot, and this is what day 5 or 6, and look, and these were all my seeds, so they were not, and there's a basil one right there, so they've done really good. And we have no snow, which is strange, but I'm kind of liking it. Well, if you have any questions or anything that you want to talk about, or even just anything, let me know, because I'd like to hear what you're saving and all the types of seeds that you've saved over the years too. Thank you for watching.